Hey guys, how you guys doing? Danza here with another video on my YouTube channel. For the new subscribers on the channel, thank you for joining the family. For the ardent followers, for the notification squad, Danny, Victor, I see you guys out there, man. Keep it coming. I thank you guys for all the love. As you can see, I'm very laid back today. Hopefully not to disrespect you or anything else. It's a weekend. I like to be free over the weekend, and it's very hot these days. So yeah, and I'm assuming this video actually went up this weekend and not like any other weekend or during the week. You know, this procrastination thing I've been fighting with for a long time. Anyway, so today's video, like you've seen in the thumbnail, is about having safe Zoom meetings and a couple of things that you shouldn't do, or a couple of things that you should do to ensure that you have your meetings running smoothly. So let's get right into this video. Okay, 5 tips on how to make sure that you have a safe Zoom meeting with your colleagues or with your friends, or I don't know, if you whatever reason as to why you decide to have a Zoom meeting. I'm focusing on Zoom. I know there are so many other options out there on the internet. You should always just check them out. Just put it in your Google search and you'll get all these other options out there. But let me focus on Zoom, and here's why I'm focusing on Zoom. Last week I had an opportunity to host or moderate an online learning path conference with a community called Top Bloggers Uganda that I'm also part of. Just to demystify that, Top Bloggers Uganda doesn't mean we are the illest of the illest or the coolest of the coolest bloggers out there. But I like the fact that it says Top Bloggers because it's something good to aspire to. So I saw a couple of tweets out there with people asking, what does it take to become a top blogger? You simply just have to join the group and I guess learn and share. Anyway, that's out of the way. As I was saying, I got a chance to moderate or host TBU discussions, which is going to be something that's happening monthly, annually, whatever it is. It's going to be happening for a series of conferences. So we decided to have this on Zoom, and we learned a very big lesson on how to ensure, or something that you must put in place before having a Zoom meeting. So long story short, we were hacked, like other people would say, but the term right now is Zoombombed, and my was it embarrassing. It was funny too though. I like to find humor in almost all dire situations, like not being sadistic or whatever it is, but it's better to laugh at problems because you're going to always overcome them. Always believe in yourselves. Anyway, so the Zoom meeting happens. We have over 54 people that had signed on in the first 5 minutes of the Zoom meeting, and more people were coming in. So we made a couple of rookie mistakes, and alas, we were Zoom bombed by a couple of crazy kids. They sounded young, though their profiles on the Zoom IDs were for some old ladies and whatnot. Anyway, that's out of the way. You guys will see what else happened in this video as I progress with this tip video. So the 5 tips. Tip number 1, ensure that if you're going to do a Zoom meeting, it has a waiting room. Waiting rooms are very important for one simple reason. You get to see who is coming in. It's like a funnel or a filter. More people are coming in, you get to first see who these people are, look at their caller IDs. So those that you know by their names or by their online personas or whatever it is. You know, guys have cool names these days. You simply let them in immediately, and those that you're not sure of, you leave them in a waiting room and you can first see from there. Okay, someone is going to ask, how would you know if I have I'm called Bob yet my Zoom name is Sexy Guy 1 2 3 4 5 6. The waiting room has a chat option whereby you're going to ask people certain questions or ask them to actually identify who they are, so you can easily let them in. Number 2, I suggest you opt for a Zoom webinar as opposed to a Zoom meeting, and here's why. With the Zoom webinar, you have more control on what happens in the meeting. The muting is automatic. There's so many other features that you're going to experience there that are going to create a safety net around your meeting to prevent Zoom bombing and all these other things like background noises, people just talking. There's actual procedure and protocol during the Zoom webinars. So opt for that. It's a couple of dollars out there, so invest in it. It's good for companies and for professionals that are trying to do these things frequently. Tip number 3, make sure that the sharing options in the Zoom meeting or webinar are locked to, let's say, the admins only or for the main hosts. That way you only have the people that are moderating, or you only have the people that are sharing or facilitating during the doing the sharing on their screens. And you guys will see that later and what happened. Guys, it was weird. It was wild. Yeah, tip number 4 is ensure that the links that are shared on this platform are well looked at. Be very wary of links that are going to be shared in the chat room, because some of them are going to be third-party links that are going to allow people to hack into your Zoom webinar or Zoom meeting. So be very wary of that, and again, ensure it's only probably the admin or the facilitators that are sharing links onto the chat group. Hackers are very smart these days. You know what a link could do to you, so especially those ones that are on Twitter, where you get to see catfishing links that are going to go to your emails and things like that. So always avoid links. Let them be shared only by the admin, who I am assuming is very savvy about this. Tip number 5 is always remember that people are recording all the time. So whatever you're going to say during this meeting is going to be recorded. So try and maintain community standards during these meetings. If you don't want anything leaking that you could have said, or any offensive stuff that you could have said out there on the meeting, ensure that that is well kept. So in short, behave yourselves when you're doing these Zoom meetings, because they're always recording on these Zoom meetings. Remember, what you say is going to define you for a period of time. Remember that video you guys have seen on the internet of that guy who walked away naked after talking to a grad class. So remember that you must always use this etiquette. And speaking of that, just a couple of other tips out of the 5. The bonus tips are, ensure that you mute all the people that join, or make sure that you ask people to mute their audio before they join the meeting. Secondly, set the ground rules if you're the moderator or host. Tell people what they should expect and what not to expect. Always engage in the chat, especially because people may have on-the-go requests or questions to the people that are speaking on the other end. And then lastly, the other tip would be, man, just behave yourselves. Try and respect yourself and respect other people that are attending these meetings. So those have been our 5 tips on how to have a safe Zoom meeting. Okay, so here are snippets of the recordings from our Zoom meeting, just to give you live examples of what exactly happened. I'm not doing this because I want to banter the people in this video or whatever it is, but I just want you guys to see something that I'm going to address after the video is done. So here's a look, guys.
We're going to talk about content monetization growth hackers. What should you do as a person, or what are the things that you should confide in, or the things that you should have at your disposal in order for you to get your content monetized? There is what we call consistency.
I like niggers. I like niggers. I like niggers.
Nazi, can you help me with that?
Hello, hold on. Hi, please mute. Thank you. Yes, Remy, go ahead.
I was talking about that consistency. You find that majority of the people in this webinar,
who is this Buddha?
content creators,
Buddha.
Let me first hold on a bit.
Okay.
Let me mute all those who had not.
My Buddha, what is happening, my Buddha?
Let me just hold on a bit.
Okay, it's fine.
My Buddha, I think we are getting hacked, my Buddha.
Okay, I think we have sanity back. Yes, Remy, just a quick one. Could you please be slightly more audible and try and
hello? My friends, I am new here. What is happening, my friends?
We've been Zoombombed.
My Buddha, you are doing
my Buddha, is that the Nazi symbol?
Wow. Very classy, my friend.
I am Nazi. I am Nazi.
my Buddha, they are doing some dick in your mouth.
Suck the cock. Suck my cock.
Once they block you.
Oh my God. Look at that nigga, bro. Look at that nigga. His head looks like a fucking head. Like the head of a fucking penis, bro. Look at his head. Bro. Look at his head, bro. His head looks like the head of a fucking penis, bro.
I'm going to end the Zoom now.
Nothing.
No, you are not gonna end the Zoom now, you little nigger.
This is my Zoom now. Get out.
Nigger.
Yeah, so that's exactly how that went down. This brings me to my other point in this video, guys. Buns is dope. I'm always saying this on Twitter. I like top buns. It's always amazing, but there are always lines we should never cross. And you saw, as much as they Zoom bombed the meeting based off our errors of not having tight security and things like that, it diverted, or it went into racism territory. You all had them calling me a nigger, doing the monkey sounds and the banana things and etc. Then drawing dicks around my face and the hair. That happens a lot. I see those things I used to see those things in high school textbooks and all those things. But you don't have to be an to be accepted in society. You don't have to be a cool macho guy and do all these crazy things because you think you need to fit in. Those people, it actually sounded like kids who are doing this. From their accents, you could tell they're a particular region or whatever it is. I don't even want to classify, because that's in itself is actually a problem whenever you feel like there are differences out there. So the things that they did say, they said them. But I believe it's insecurities that you're going to have from yourselves. And the one thing that I would always want to say about racism is, we're not born that way. You're not born racist. I think you just take on habits from your surrounding. So try and detach yourself from those surroundings. It's going to lead you down a darker and darker path. And here's why. You see, initially you're going to be someone's sibling or influencer online or whatever it is. You've seen this chick's account has been suspended because of the negativity that she's spreading on the internet. And imagine the platform she had to create more hate in the world. Guys, you may have a younger sibling, or you may have someone who's older than you, who is going to take on these habits or these this energy that you're giving off to other people, showing other people that they are beneath you because they are black or white. They don't deserve to be in the same environment as you. It starts with a small effect on these people, and then most times they're going to multiply this or amplify this into something much worse. For example, someone is going to call you the next time someone is going to call you a nigger, wants to hit you. Then from hitting, you're going to amplify this into probably school shootings. This is where all these problems are springing up from. So you think you're having fun on a Zoom bomb, next thing you know, you're going to try it on a larger scale and then in real life. And guess where that leaves us? People are going to be dying, people are going to be shot dead and all those things. You don't have to be a racist to be cool. You don't have to be tribalistic to be cool. Everyone's born equal. We have the same organs, for Christ's sake. I know some guys have organs that are in different places, but it's the same exact thing. We're all human beings. So try and always remember that. And there's always hope for all of us. I mean, I'm not a perfect person, but I'm never going to look down on you. And if you're going through racism or experiencing all these things, like you're seeing Black Lives Matter campaigns that are happening all over the world, the unity that we are all standing out for is not because we want to show the difference in who we are, but in how similar all of us are on this globe. So, not racism. Actually, there should be no need for us to discuss this even for this long, because it's 2020. I mean, come on, guys. Let's grow up there. Don't be little find love. Don't let COVID-19 take you or derail you. And those are my tips on how to avoid being hacked. And stay safe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share this content out there. I would honestly love to know what you guys think about racism, especially here in Uganda. Please, if you're out there and you can share a short video with me, I will put it in a compilation, and let's try and make change with our voices, with our platforms, with our followings and things like that. So guys, peace and love. See you guys next time. I really hope I uploaded this thing during this weekend. Otherwise, I would have procrastinated. Guys, procrastination is a bad thing. Do now, don't do later. Peace and love. See you guys later. It's been your boy Dancer.